What's going on, guys? Tonight, of course, another Thursday night football matchup, and tonight we have the Baltimore Ravens and the Cleveland Browns in an AFC North matchup. And the Ravens are coming in after a victory over the New England Patriots after rookie kicker Justin Tucker just made a 27-yard field goal as time expired. And the Browns are coming in off of a loss to the Buffalo Bills at home. And so we have an 0-3 team versus a 2-1 team. And the game is in Baltimore, and the real referees are going to be back to officiate this game. They'll be voting this weekend on the deal to make it official, and then the real referees will be back, and they'll be ready to go with all these Sunday games we have in the Monday night or next week. But looking at this game, thing I'm looking at right now the most is that I'm going to compare the two offenses. Now, Cleveland, their offense, I expect it to be a little bit better than it was, or than it has been, because I thought Brandon Weeden was a step up from Colt McCoy, and sure, Brandon Weeden has only played 3 games, and he has to get used to the NFL still and the game speed and whatnot and developing chemistry with his receivers. And I expected a little bit more out of Trent Richardson right away, even though he's coming back from an injury. He was very good in college, and I liked him a lot as the #1 running back taken in the top 5 overall pick. But he has looked pretty good, and he has had a few highlight plays. So I want to see, he is my X factor in this game for the Cleveland offense, because I think he is the key to getting this offense going in this week. I don't think Brandon Weeden can do it with just a passing game. Trent Richardson, I think, needs to rush for over 100 yards if the Browns are even going to think about winning this football game. I mean, Weeden has had some of his flashes himself. I mean, other than that first week of the season that was ugly against Philadelphia. So I would say the key for the Browns in this game on offense is for Brandon Weeden to keep the ball in control of that offense and not turn the ball over and pound the ball with Trent Richardson, try to grind the defense down of the Baltimore Ravens and try to have second half success running the ball as well. Don't go away from the ground game, and that's going to be hard to do if Baltimore gets out to an early lead and the Browns are forced to pass to try to keep pace, because I don't think this Browns offense has a chance of keeping pace with Joe Flacco and Ray Rice. This offense has been very high powered this year, and so I believe the Browns need to slow the tempo of this game. They have to play the field position battle in the first half and not let the Ravens go down and get quick strike scores, because that's going to really hurt the Browns' chances of getting a victory or keeping this one close because of the power that the Ravens offense has to score from any point on the field with some of their playmakers. So when I look at the Baltimore offense, I look at Joe Flacco, and I'm always like, okay, which Joe Flacco are we going to see this week? And last week he started it off a pick to Steve Gregory. It was 10-0 before too long against the Patriots, but he was able to come back later in that game and still finish with very good numbers and help the Baltimore Ravens get a victory. And so what that tells me is that the Ravens, even if they dig themselves into a hole, they have the offensive firepower and talent to dig themselves out, and there is no need to panic. And so the big thing for the Cleveland Browns is that if Joe Flacco makes a mistake, you have to make them pay in the biggest way possible. You can't just have field goals off of turnovers. You need defensive touchdowns, or you need to turn turnovers into touchdowns, because the Browns are not a high-scoring offense, and they need to make the most out of the opportunities that they get in this game, because they're definitely overmatched as far as talent on offense versus each other. And the Browns defense will be challenged to come up with some stops. And now, these two teams have played close over the years, and although the Browns have not been a successful team, they play very tough in the AFC North. They've surprised the Steelers a few times. They play well against the Ravens, and that is why I'm going to enjoy watching this game. I want to see how the Baltimore Ravens do against the Cleveland Browns, and if Cleveland can keep this one close. But my prediction for this game, I think it's going to come down to the quarterback and running back tandems. It's Trent Richardson and Brandon Weeden versus Ray Rice and Joe Flacco, and I gotta give the edge to Joe Flacco, Ray Rice, and the Baltimore Ravens. Flacco has made some really nice plays this year, and he has some targets that he really likes in Torrey Smith, Anquan Bolden, Dennis Pitta, and Ray Rice as well. Whereas Weeden, I want to see him get comfortable with somebody and really make a bigger impact on offense. I wanted to see what they would do with Josh Gordon this year, and he hasn't made any highlight plays, haven't heard his name a whole lot. Greg Little is there, we haven't heard much of him either, and so I think it's up to Trent Richardson to keep this one close and to keep the tempo of the game down so the Browns can hang with the offense that the Baltimore Ravens have. And they can't get beat deep, and they can't give up the big play, because I don't think the Browns can answer with a big play of their own to help match the scoreboard. But with my prediction, I'm taking the Baltimore Ravens. Their offense has looked good this year, and Cleveland's offense doesn't have the firepower to keep up with them, and Baltimore is also at home. So I'm taking Joe Flacco and the Baltimore Ravens by a score of 23-13. And I also want to see what that experienced Baltimore defense can do to a rookie quarterback like Brandon Weeden. If they can bait him into making mistakes, Baltimore could put this one out of reach in a hurry, so I'm taking the Ravens 23-13, a 10-point victory. But keep in mind, I am 0 for 3 in Thursday night games this year. Well, the first game of the year was Wednesday, but I still lump it into that category. I'm 0 for 3, so the Browns are probably going to win because I can't predict these games correctly. I've been really bad at predicting this year so far. I had a 4-12 week and 5-11 last week with all those upsets. But this week, looking to get back on track. I'm taking the Ravens this one. Hopefully, I am 1-0 in my picks after tonight. But hopefully, we have a good game, no officiating controversy, and we just see some good football on Thursday night. Good AFC North matchup, very tough division. Looking forward to it. So leave your guys' thoughts on this game in the comment section. Please leave a like on the video if you enjoyed it. If you enjoy these videos, you want to see me keep bringing them every week. I do enjoy making them myself. But anyways, guys, thank you for watching. Leave your feedback, and I'll see you guys later.